John has transformed me into something that I used to not be like. He was,
I don't think that's good.
Well, people have asked me over the last 50 years what made me fall in love with John Sellers. And I'd have to say...
She hasn't come up with an answer yet.
She's still searching.
When I met John, he had this love of life. He loved people. He had this sense of adventure, which I just admired him for, because I never was adventuresome. And so all those things really attracted me to him over the years. But I'm sort of like Peter. Peter actually, during the Transfiguration, he actually questioned, is this for real? And it took him a while to get connected to the real Jesus, I think. And it took a while for me to get connected to
There's no correlation between me and you.
Come on, Debbie, just go on.
He's wiping his brow over there.
He's very uncomfortable right now.
So I'm
not
going to share a story with y'all, and probably the only people that know this story is my sister Mike, and he wanted me to learn so we could do it together. And I said, yeah, sure, that's fine, but I only know how to swim. I don't really care much for the water.
And she does not put her head in the water.
Well, I never had put my head in the water. And so we went down to Crystal River, and John was going after a more advanced certification. And when I got down there the very first day, I studied really hard to find out about oxygen levels and all the things that go with scuba diving. And I took the test and I aced it. And I said, well, this can't be too hard. I know everything there is to know about scuba diving. So the very first day, John's class, advanced class, was next to my class. And when we had to go, I don't know if y'all ever tried to breathe underwater, but it's not natural. There is nothing natural about breathing underwater. So I was like totally petrified. And when I got down there, I was so afraid. John said he looked over there and he thought an octopus had our instructor, because I had my arms and legs just completely wrapped around him. So after that first day, I came home, or we went to the hotel, and I told John, I said, I just so can't do this. I cried and cried and cried. And John
all
said,
night long. I would wake up 3 o'clock in the morning.
I said, I can't go back. Even though it was just a 3-day class, I so couldn't do it. And John said, what if it cost me $500 for you to get certified? I knew he'd always be thinking about the money. So anyway, he didn't make me go back. But he said, do you mind if I stay down here the other 2 days so I can get my advanced certification? I said, no, I'll call Linda and have her come down and do some snorkeling with me. And I did, and she did, and we snorkeled, and when I put my face in the water with that mask on, it was John. I saw John down there, even though they were probably 30 or 60 feet. And you know how everything's magnified under the water? I felt like I could just touch him. And I don't know, my fear just went away. I knew I could do it. And so after he stayed those 2 days, we stayed an extra 3 days so I could get certified. Well, now keep in mind, one of the gals in the class with me, her husband always brought the rear up, and he was a Navy SEAL. So I had some sense of comfort going through that certification. But anyway, that's just one of many adventures. I mean, John's jumped out of airplanes and done all kinds of